Hello, gorgeous. You're listening to the Girlfriend's Guide to Starting Over. On this podcast, we talk about everything from dating and relationships to personal development. We also speak very candidly about the F word, and by that, I mean failure. So grab a pen, tag a friend, and let's talk about it. All of it. Undergoing, overcoming, and simply trying to make it through. Over the last couple of weeks, I have truly committed to educating you on what life coaching is, who it's for, and how it could benefit you, whether it's something you need now or something you recognize that you may need in the future. And a question that keeps coming up is, Kayla, how is life coaching different from therapy? And this is really important to me that I explain and I clarify because I don't want you to be deceived and I don't want you to be confused. So both life coaching and therapy are excellent tools to help you work through issues and get to the next level, but they're completely different. Therapy is a specialized practice that's implemented by a trained professional. That means someone who calls himself a therapist had to go to school, they underwent clinical training, they have been licensed, and they're governed by a body and ethics, and they have been trained to work through mental health and relational issues and to process trauma. Life coaching, on the other hand, is a specialized strategy used to improve outcomes in a specific area. And that area could be anything. It could be mindset, business, public speaking, communication, or like me, I'm a main character coach and I teach people to come into their own and live up to their highest potential. So the primary difference that you really need to know is that anyone can call themselves a life coach. You don't have to necessarily go through a certification program in order to do that. Some people are life coaching specifically from their own experience and frameworks that they have created, while other people did go through a certification program that taught them the strategies and different ways to help a client get to bigger and better outcomes. Now, it's important to me that I note that I'm not saying that people who did not undergo a certification program aren't worthy or aren't good enough to be coaches. I am not saying that. What I'm saying is when you're choosing a life coach, it's important that you vet that person. Look at their success. Look at their client wins. Look at the way that they live their life. Is this someone that you want to emulate, or is this someone that you would be willing to trade lives with? I'm not taking advice from someone that I would not trade spaces with. Now, let's be serious, because somebody who you wouldn't trade spaces with could definitely tell you that something was on fire and you would act. But I'm talking about in the big stuff. Would you want that person helping you to make financial decisions? If someone doesn't have really good communication, would you want them giving you advice on how to, improve your relationships, how to improve the way that you speak to other people? Truly vet that person, okay? So that's all that I am saying, because you're also going to get those people who got the certification, they went through the program, they paid their money, but they did not apply themselves. So vet any coach that you allow into your space. So the next question that I get is, Kayla, I'm a little bit confused because you work in psych and don't you do... Okay, I'm going to clear that up for you, okay? You're absolutely right. I am a master's level social worker. I'm a psychiatric social worker. I have 15 years of experience in mental health. I work acute, inpatient, it is my jam. But the work that I do is typically surrounded around goal attainment. I sit down with clients, I help them to recognize their strengths, we identify their barriers, we identify strategies and methods we can overcome those barriers, and I help them to get to the next level. So over the years, I've worked with thousands of people to help them identify strengths, barriers, and strategies to success. So in addition to my corporate work and my background academically, I also underwent a certification program so that I could learn some things that weren't so clinical. When you sit down with me, I don't want you to feel like you're sitting down at the doctor's office. I wanted it to be super chill. I needed to learn methods to take my clinical experience and put them in just layman's terms, regular terms, so it wasn't scary for the people that I was sitting down with. So yes, I have the clinical experience. Yes, I have the corporate experience. Yes, I have a certification. But in addition to all of that, I also have created dozens of frameworks so that I can help my clients get to the next level. And those frameworks are built on my own life experience. This is exactly what I did. This is exactly where I messed up. And this is exactly how I can help you. So I'm one of those people that if you sit down with me and I discover that you need something more intensive, like, you know what, this is pretty heavy. Perhaps we need to talk with a therapist before you start working with me. Not only am I going to let you know that, I'm going to help you get connected with that therapist so that you do not feel like I just abandoned you or you don't feel like I strung you along, okay? So life coaching and therapy are completely different strategies. Both are excellent tools to help you, but they're not the same. I love you. I want the best for you. If you have any other questions on this topic, do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'd be happy to serve and support you. Have an excellent day on purpose, sis, and we will chat in the next one.